All Vanguard players live with the curse, knowing that every time they encounter another Kagero in any other franchise, they're immediately reminded of our very favorite Flame Dragons. What's good, folks? Welcome. It's time for another DifferentFight for this latest set, and today, of course, we're taking a look at Vortex Dragonewt Perditions. So this is going to be wave 1 of the Perdition support. The second wave will be the Great, so that's going to come out, who knows? We're gonna get the next set announcement tomorrow, actually, so make sure you look out for my video tomorrow, I guess, talking about the news, because we'll have they already said last week that we get the new set announced this week. So hopefully, I don't know what I want more. Do I want a Revival Legion set with stuff like True Die Kaiser, or do I want us to go to the movie booster already and just get the Great and like go to G earlier, like in September? Would be cool, but I don't really know. We'll see. But anyway, time for Perditions. Now, Perditions are very flexibly built. There's actually a lot of different builds for them because you can kind of shape the grade 3s any way you want. And so the build I'm going to show you today is one of them, like literally one of 3 or 4 builds. And you are definitely invited to expand on this idea and like experiment with any other grade 3 combination, because this deck is very flexible. All right, so let's take a look at it. It's going to be a good time, going to be a fun time, and see what we can show you today, because the build that I am using is actually the end build. So the reason why I use the end here, so let me tell you some of the other variants, right? We have the end that we'll talk about today. There's the Dauntless build that runs, of course, the Break Ride, and then you Break Ride into the actual Vortex Dragonewt. I also just noticed that my Twitch subcounts color was off, so we gotta fix that. But basically, like that build, you break right into Vortex Dragonewt, and then you basically just, you pop all your opponent's intercepts, deal them a damage, and then attack them 4 times into the face. It's pretty good. There's also a grade 1 that I quite like, which like is a 6k power, and it like gains 5k every time you retire an opponent's rearguard, which I also quite like, because I think that card has a lot of potential. Because the thing with Vortex Dragonewt is that let's talk about its skill first, right? The skill is it legions with the Perdition Dragon, Whirlwind Dragon, and when you're in Legion state, you can once per turn count 2 and discard a card with the same name as one of your Vanguards to retire 2 of your opponent's grade 2 or lower rearguards, so you can pop intercepts, and then deal your opponent 1 damage if they have 4 or less damage, and all trigger effects are nullified. And so then his other skill is he gains plus 3k for every time you retire an opponent's rearguard. So this skill is very nice because it's like a drag ruler, but they don't get their triggers, so if they check a draw, it gets nullified. The power gain is also nullified, but they still gain the 5k from taking the damage, which means that their Vanguard becomes 16. So if they're only at like 3 damage, that means you have to have a rearguard column that can hit for 16, and then have another rearguard column that can hit for like 21 or 26, which is where that grade 1 comes in, and then the Vanguard can generally hit for 26 most times, so it's pretty okay. But because of that, we don't actually want to be using Vortex Dragonewt early unless we run those grade 1s, because then it's just like your opponent's Vanguard goes to 16, and then your rearguards are like 11, 12, maybe 16, and you're not really hitting, and like it's just not really like good vibes. So that's why we run this as a sort of finisher to ride once our opponent is at like 4, because then when they go to 5 and they are on 16 power, then it's a lot easier to hit. So how do we get them to that high damage count? Well, of course, the end. The end is great because it's good old on hit, count 2 Persona Ride, restand, and draw 2. Lets you draw your cards. Also, discarding Persona Rides is putting triggers into your drop zone, which means you can put them back with Legion as well. And of course, Nouvelle Vague is an insane card that you can still, during your turn, if you or your opponent are on 5 damage, nullify damage checks on your opponent's side. So that's pretty good. Of course, we do like that a lot, and he has the potential field nuke for count 3, Soul Blast 3, and Persona Blast. So it's pretty cool. Some builds run 4 Overlords. Now, why do they run 4 Overlords? Well, simply because count 3, gain 5k, -2 drive, and when it hits a rearguard restand is pretty good, because it gives you options to do stuff after you use the Vortex skills, or if you can't use the Vortex skills. And on top of that, it's also 16k by default, so it's a bit easier to hit after you use the Vortex skill. But of course, keep in mind that's a count 5 play, so that's going to be pretty yikes. But of course, we run the Nouvelle package not just because Nouvelle is great, but the cool thing is that when you're in Legion, you have both a grade 3 and a grade 2 on the Vanguard circle, and that means one thing. That means Nouvelle Roman works even if we are on grade 3. So as long as you're in Legion state, Nouvelle Roman says on place, Vanguard Rearguard Circle, if your Vanguard is a grade 2 or lower, which our Legion Vanguard is, you can put a Nouvelle Vague from your hand back to your deck to search your deck for a grade 3 and add it to your hand. This is cool because we can actually search out another copy of Vortex Dragonewt for the discard cost for his skill, which is also really cool. We can also, of course, early game search out more of the ends for the Persona Blast, which is also great as usual. And sometimes we need the Overlord as well for that count 3, front row wipe, which is also nice. Then of course, Striken is still a great card on ride. He can attack on Vanguard Circle, but when you ride over him, gives 5k and +1 crit to your Vanguard, which of course, with the end, is definitely very much appreciated. 3 Bellicosity as usual, you know, our countercharge is always nice. We have another countercharge option as a one up here, the Mareiko. So he says, during when an opponent's card, or an opponent's rear guard in the same column as this unit is retired by your card's effect, if your Vanguard is a Perdition, so you have to be in Vortex Dragonewt, you can Soul Blast 1 to countercharge 1. So there's another countercharge option, and it's Soul Blast 1, which means you can actually put your soul into your drop zone to re-legion it back and stuff like that, which is also nice. Gojo to fill up our drop zone for a legion as well, and just in general to cycle for the ends. PGs are pretty self-explanatory. There's a legion mate, it's a 12k attacker if you have a Perdition Vanguard, but it's mostly just there to be discard fodder for the actual Persona Blast skill. And then the last thing is just the Nouvelle Critic. We have quite a few retire options in this deck, so this is basically just there to be another one of those. Kind of almost one to retire a front row or retire any rear guard is pretty good. And of course Conroe, everyone's favorite, Kagero best friend, Mr. Conroe. And yeah, that's basically the deck, so let's just get into it and get some games in. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very good at playing this deck. Somehow, you know, I've been playing Kagero a lot in the Limit Break era and in, you know, the Break Ride era in particular, but somehow now with Legion, I think I need the Great to come out to make things a bit easier, because you really need to go into the end first, and then only after you've gone into the end, you then go into the Perdition. But I keep going to Vortex Dragonewt first, and then my whole game plan just kind of falls apart, and it feels really bad. So hopefully we can have some good games, but if there are misplays, I do apologize. Somehow I'm just a little bit scrubby with this deck. Maybe I've just been playing too much Link Joker. I don't really know, but we'll see. Look at that. They even have the Great on the screen. He's coming soon. Please, please do. The Great is cool. It's a nice restanding Vanguard. I like my restanding Vanguards. I've realized that's a nice thing in Zero, is restanding Vanguards. In the end, you know, it's just a draw two heals usually, but still, it's a fun time, it's a good time. But let's see how we do now in, ooh, Genesis. Okay, it is the summer. It is the summer. Welcome, Misaki. It's pretty hot. How hot is it over at your guys' place, wherever you live? Here in, like, Western Europe and Luxembourg, it's like, it's pretty warm, but not like, it's like 25. It's like a perfect warmth. Perfect warm, not too hot. We had some, like, we had crazy storms last week, and then there was, like, crazy flooding everywhere, so luckily that stopped. Anyway, for this hand, I'm going to keep the end. I think we just put the Vortex Dragonewt back for now. I'd rather, like, check it. This is a pretty good hand. I think we're going first. No, we're going second. Ah, man, no going first, Gojos. Going first, gamers. And that should be an esports team. Just going first, gamers. Alright, so we might be playing against Witches. I actually should be able to finish Witches, although the deck and fights of this month might be... Oh! Well, I don't think I need to use Gojo anymore. We just found we found every single the end in my deck, I think, so that'll be cool, especially if my opponent gives me 2 Counter Blasts, so that'll be very epic and awesome and amazing. Alright, gets the draw. It is Witches, alright. I haven't actually played against Witches in ladder too much, so I'm actually kind of excited for this. I want to see how the deck actually performs. So let's see. Let's go, let's go. Alright. I think... I don't know. I'm glad it's not too hot here. I hope it doesn't heat up too much. Like, in June, it was blazing. It was like 30-something degrees every day. I'm sure you guys got sick of me complaining about it on videos, like, throughout all of June. So I'm not going to talk about it too much more, but it was hot. It was really, really hot. So I'm really thankful that right now the weather is, like, tip-top, like, perfect. Okay, we're going to ride Striken. We need to be given another Counter Blast. I want my opponent to give me 2, right? We're going to search a PG because there's nothing better than PGs. Although, do we need a great one? I don't think we need one right now. Let's just search another PG. PGs are always good. Using those sweet Team Blackout sleeves. Did you guys cop the skins, by the way? The Tomari and Danji skins? Now that Spikes... Guys, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but Spike Bros is really good in Zero, apparently, now with Legion. Like, people have been posting their crazy combo videos. Dude, I am excited. I am excited to actually finish that deck, because the combos look insane. I'm actually generally excited for the deck, and I have the Danji skin, so it's even better, right? It actually feels like on brand to play Spikes with the Danji skin. It's as close to Bruce as we'll get. Oh, he's pushing damage, thank god. Alright, the end can howl. Although I don't have any other attackers, which is a little bit problematic, so hopefully we can hit a draw or something. Oh, okay, he healed. Did he just soul charge a heal and then check a heal after that? Oh my god. Alright. Well, surely I can check a draw or 2. That'd be great. Fantastic. Nasty. Oh no. Alright, top deck attacker. I guess that's an attacker. I guess we don't need 2 the ends in hand for now. Will I regret it? Raido skip shimasu ka? Iie. Shimasen. Okay, let's go into the end. So we have to go into the end first. We have to push that damage. Alright, 16. We have to put triggers on the Vanguard. I think we can call it the end and then call it Bellicosity, just to, like, get through the intercepts. He called a surprising amount, but I guess they're going to go to soul, so it makes sense, right? He's basically force soul charging. So here we're going to hit a trigger because we've been seeing dry as hell checks. There we go. Vortex. All right, now show me your friend. Oh, double Vortex into the end again? Damn, it's going to end up just being a the end deck and fight in this case. All right, you can check one draw, but not two. Good. Not two. Let me push it to 5. All right, Kalma's 2. That's right, Persona Blast. Draw into Vortex Dragonewt. Draw into Vortex Dragonewt, please. Yes, good. Okay. This is gonna be perfect. Because I think he's gonna heal here, because they always do. You know, we've already seen 2 heals, but I'm sure he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Here it comes. Oh. Lately, they always heal on 5. What's wrong? Dude, read the script, man. It says on the script you're supposed to heal on 5. Like, that's how deck and fights go. Literally, like, every opponent has to sign a contract which says, you are happy to be in this video as my opponent, but you must heal on 5, because, you know, that's just, you know, it's a trademark, right? It's a trademark. It's just there. It's part of the contract. It's just part of the contract. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see if I die. I think with 3 damage and 3 PGs in hand, we should be okay. My hand is also, like, aplenty. You could even make a point that if he doesn't heal, it might be more worth to go the end. Depends. If he makes double Canal Blast, like, Vortex is still great because it's like double... Sorry, if he makes double Intercept, Vortex is great because we do double Intercept burn. So that's A-okay, definitely. I feel like he might take out my the end, which means I can, like, send back 3 draws to deck. Also, send Conroe back to deck when you Legion, by the way, because drawing a Conroe means you can just search out another PG, so it's like... It never really feels bad to have it, so I definitely recommend that. Okay. Fennel is gonna be... Seek the Mating. Oh god, don't say that. Don't ever say Seek the Mating. That sounds like a deity website. Alright, so her ability is during the turn she Legioned, and at the end of the attack she battled the Vanguard. You can Soul Blast 3 to look at top 5 to add 2 witches to your hand. And so Soul Blast 3 mid-battle phase means, I told you they are gonna heal? I told you. Alright, but not twice, okay? Yeah, once is okay, but not twice. Alright, he's gonna add 2 Witch PGs. Watch. Am I gonna heal? Nah, not yet. Not on my script yet. Hold on, let me check my lines. Alright, that's 2 Witches, Soul Blaster. Ooh, that's my first time seeing the animation. That's a really pretty animation. Alright, what witches will you find? PGs galore. It's gonna be 2 PGs. Watch. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it doesn't reveal them. Oh, okay, well... See, this would never work in the TCG, because you could, in the TCG, you could go like, yeah, don't worry about it, I added witches. I actually added Silent Tom. Only calling 1. Okay, I thought he... What? Hold on, what does this one do? Oh, that's a 12k attacker. Okay, never mind. Alright, I think Vortex is the call here. Let's go. That's right. Okay, here we go. We need to make nice columns, though, so keep that in mind. And that being said, we don't have nice numbers without calling down a PG. You know what? Let me Legion first. Let me just Legion first. Do I want to put the PG back more, or do I want to put the... We have all 4 heals in deck, wow. I'll put the PG... but PG back in deck means... I don't have CCs, so I'm going to put the PG back. 3 draws in the PG should be good. Alright. Let's go. We can't use Gojo's skill this turn either because we need the boost. Because we have to push our opponent to a high damage count. Alright. Big Young! Okay, here we go. Use the skill here. So we're going to be popping the 2 interceptors. He called us Siders, that's going to go back to Soul, I think. So there we go. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Psh. Oh, you love to see it. You love. It wouldn't have activated, but you love to see it, you know? Doesn't change the fact that you love to see it. Does my opponent have 3 PGs in hand for me? I think I'm going to risk it for Biscuit here. I'm going to risk it for Biscuit. Show me 3 PGs. Please don't actually have them. Please don't actually have the 3 PGs. 2. Oh my god, am I gonna get punished? Am I gonna get punished? Come on. Okay, heal. I might live, but there's so much multi-attack coming out, I feel like I won't. Oh, we're hitting. Uh-oh, we're hitting. And we nullify their heal, so I'm hoping this won't be another one. Yes! Okay, good. I've proven myself in the eyes of the children of the future. Children of the future, leave it to me. I got you. You know what's a tradition I do every Monday? You guys know that one TikTok of like the dude called like White Claw Gabe, who's like, fuck baby, yeah, Steak Monday, baby, yeah. Every Monday, without fail, I have to like, first thing in the morning, that video. It's just, it makes me look forward to Mondays, you know? Normally people are like, oh, Monday, man, go back to work. It's the start of the week, the weekend's over, I hate Monday. But when you got Steak Baby Monday, yeah, to look forward to, it's a different story. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. Also, I really should be climbing this set. I got myself a free photon from the rank rewards, and I kind of want the free Garnet Star too, even though I've pulled like six of them. But I don't know. The art is nice. Now that I look at it as an Evangelion unit, it's kind of, you look at it in a different light, you know? Ooh, shadows. Okay, we're definitely running into like the other like strong clans, but we're not running into like the highlights of this set too much lately. So yeah, luckily I should be able to finish Bermuda as well. Damn, this hand's pretty good. This hand's actually pretty good. A PG would be like icing on the cake. Gojo. Gojo's fine, I guess. We need another The End, I want to say. Going second again too. I don't know if going first is better in this deck though, because normally we don't get enough CB then for Overlord. So I think it's a bit of a different story. Alright, Striken. Yeah, we don't have Nouvelle in hand yet, so let's just go into this. I'm thinking Gojo, I might actually burn one of these Strikens here. It's a nice card, but like, not that nice. Yeah, we don't need too many, I think. Especially because we have Velocity. Oh, Nouvelle is pretty good for next turn. Let's not put it back yet, because I don't have any damage to heal. Okay, we check a draw too, and that's the grade 1 countercharger that we don't really need for a while. I only run the grade 1 countercharger because it's like, when we're on the Vortex Dragonewt, especially if we have to ride it early, like if we don't get The End early, then it's really important. Well, it's not really important, but it does help with the countercharge, because like, past turn 2, turn 3, Velocity won't be really hitting too much anymore, so I think just for that, it's kind of a nice situational card. Another Striken blesses us once more. Alright, having grade 1s in the back isn't bad, but we have to use the Striken soon. Or not the Striken, we have to use the grade 1 Nouvelle card pretty soon. Since I'm gonna go on to the Striken afterwards, I might need a booster actually, so you know what, maybe I can get away with this. I'm a little bit shaky about it, but maybe we can get away with this. We just want The End in hand right now. Yeah, we just want The End in hand right now. That's all we need. I think we pass with this hand. I kind of want to discard this, to be honest. It's not really doing much for me right now. I think I will discard it. I think I will discard it. We don't really need it. Anything else would be better. Yeah, like that. That's also good in case we draw into another Nouvelle for next turn. My opponent seemed to keep disconnecting. I'm not really sure why. But, are they back? Is he back? I think he's back. Let's see if we get kind of like backtrack, you know, it rewinds time sometimes. Okay, no, looks like it's fine. We countercharge and we go on with our day. That's great, fantastic. Alright, now let's see if he makes the call to damage deny me. I do want 2 damage so we can actually use The End. Watch us heal, of course, that also happens very often. Alright, cool. Ooh, that's a big old board! My man's running the one of Drag Ruler probably too. So that's going to come at me very soon. But he's pushing all the damage, and he's going to use Swordbreaker this turn too. We get The End defensively as well. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, we have 2 in hand. Like, you generally don't want to use the skill more than once per game, I want to say. Oh, he only has grade 3s in the front row. Ooh. We can do something about that. We can definitely do something about that. I kind of like that. Okay. Alright. Yep, double Swordbreaker for the 2 draw, that's fine. We have 2 damage to work with. We drew into another PG as well. Let's just go into The End again. I mean, we just do the same old every time. Like, if it works, right? Oh, don't disconnect during the cutscene, man. Look how beautiful The End is. The animation still, like, doesn't get old. I love it. I really love it. Alright, we call the Striken just to have an intercept, I think, and, like, take out a rear, maybe. Would be this one, though. Ooh, I guess just attack Vanguard. It's the odd time where I don't want to heal. Oh my god, now that I said it. It actually didn't happen. Usually if I say it, it just automatically happens. Oh! We can actually threaten lethal here. Hold up, this could be huge. See, that's the strong thing of, like, striking The End. Like, it's always good. It's always good, alright? Just having this little crit pressure into a Vortex as well. Look at that! 2 for 2. Alright, we can Vortex next turn as well. I mean, let's see first if he PGs. Yup. If we had a trigger there, we could have actually given it to the rear and, like, still hit. Push him to 5, but it's fine. Like, I'm pretty happy with just pushing him to 4. As long as he doesn't heal. We give him Break Ride, but now he's in this awkward situation where he has to, like, overcall the BDR to actually, like, use the Doran. But he might just go for Tartu here, because I feel like you don't really need to... Because if he gives me too much damage, and I have the 2 CB necessary for... Oh, no, he's gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, because if he gives me 2 Counterblast here, I can just use Vortex Dragonewt and, like, pop his intercepts, and so I'm in a pretty good situation. He's filling up his drop zone. He's using the main here, too. Dropping in the main for it, so he has 2 triggers to put back to deck with Legion. Looking good so far, actually. Like, for him. It's looking good so far. We heal, but it whiffs, but I'm cool with that, to be honest. I'm pretty cool with that. Oh, okay, maybe not so cool anymore. Maybe a little less cool. Just lukewarm. Just lukewarm at this point. Okay, at least he doesn't hit with the Vanguard anymore after that double defensive. Good lord. Good lord. We don't have a Nouvelle to use with these things either, which is a bit unfortunate, but... Let's do the same thing. Literally, like, this deck has one mission, and it will never fail to accomplish it. Alright. People got upset that I didn't show you animations by using the Tomari skin, so I guess you guys can enjoy the Kai skin to your heart's content. I guess Velocity is fine. We need to keep the Gojo in the back there for the boost. Are we once again in this position? Oh wait, I don't have Persona Blast, do I? Legion is still fine though, Legion is still fine, but I just realized we don't actually have Persona Blast. I should have used my brain, huh? Well, in that case, we just use Gojo, see what we draw into. I should have used it before Legioning in that case. Okay, well, that's pretty good too. Alright, alright. I did a bit of a monkey moment there, but it's not the biggest deal, I think. He says, hopefully, wishfully. We really need to, like, draw into... if we drew into a Nouvelle, everything would be fine. Because if we drew into a Nouvelle, we could have used Nouvelle Roman to just search it out. There it is. There it is. That's a bit too late. It's okay. We still got it next turn. Legioning wasn't bad, I think. Legioning wasn't bad. We could have stuck on the end for another turn, but I think we're okay. The only problem is that we might be lacking in the, like, defensives. Or, like, in terms of, like... sorry, not defensives. In terms of attackers. But let's see. He keeps Mordred looping, so I guess he just doesn't have the... Oh, interesting. Okay. BDR to retire. He lacks the critical information that we have 3 PGs in hand, which is good for me. Good for me. Alright, he's gonna swing, push it to 5, and then take out a PG with the Mordred. There's another Persona Blaster. The heal comes through, so that's gonna be nice, but we really need an attacker. Okay, double heal but doesn't proc, thank God. My man hasn't even Legioned yet. He has like 3 heals in the drop zone. Not bad. I respect it. Gojo! Gojo, not now, bruh! You ain't no Gojo Satoru. That's not how it works, man. Our opponent's gonna go to 16. So we kind of need to burn this Gojo to, like, try to draw into something. Let me try doing this first. Conro! Man, buddy, you're not here on... That's... I appreciate you being here, buddy, but, like... Read the room, man. Come on, read the room. We literally can't make a 16k attack. That's kind of the weird thing here. But at the same time, it feels good to use. And I feel like Conro here would be nice too. We could theoretically call Conro to the back and just, like, put a trigger on this, because we still have quite a few triggers in deck. And then use Conro next turn, unless he kills it, in which case it's good bait, right? It's a weird turn. This is definitely nowhere near as clean as last game. But I think this isn't too bad. We just didn't really draw into good attackers, and I think last turn I misplayed by, like, not... Oh, that's a PG. Hold up. Well, if it works, it works, right? If it works, it works. And there you have it. Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't have PGs. I guess that was it. He just didn't have a PG, and he basically knew that he was going to just die to that damage. So I guess it's a good thing that we still went for Vortex and dealt that damage, because it's still a good card. CB2 for, you know, popping 2 intercepts and a damage deal is pretty nice. It is definitely quite nice. So yeah, pretty satisfied with that. Good couple of games, I think, showed what the deck does. I guess we didn't really show Overlord's function in the deck, but I think that's okay for now. There's another build which runs the other Legion as well, but I think it's not that good personally. So you know, look forward to the great. I think this deck will become even greater with the great, pun not intended. But yeah, that's what the deck looks like. So just a couple good games, couple solid games, couple solid James, you know, for this video. I think that kind of showed what the deck is capable of, as well as kind of like a shortcoming, which is sometimes like you really need those attackers and boosters and like push your opponent properly, and like you do rely on the end still for the push. So yeah, hopefully this video was useful to you guys and you got something out of it. So of course, whether you're in JP playing this deck right now, or if you're going to be in Global 3 months later, do say hello if you come from October. That's an awfully long time from now, but if you come from October, then let me know, fellow time travelers. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.